Alrighty. We're going to be doing some more Theros drafting. Hopefully all goes well. Also, for those of you that watch on Twitch, I've enabled the currency option, the channel points, and I added a custom reward. I don't know if anybody's ever going to redeem it, but it's there if anybody wants it. And if anybody has any ideas for stuff, I'm open to it, because I've been meaning to do it, and I've been forgetting, so, you know, it happens. Going to town on that bone, huh? Oh, that dog. Questing for a trophy, I guess. Oh no, not again. This guy's so sweet, we can't pass this. I think it's time for the anime redemption arc. Kind of sad I have to pass this Banishing Light. There's a Banishing Light, a Dreadful Apathy, and a Commanding Presence. So, like, the odds that the person immediately to our left is going into white is pretty high. There's also a really good Erosis Blessing here, but this guy's just too much value to not play. I actually really like blue in this format. I think it's pretty sweet, at least at the higher end rarities. I don't know how good it is at common or how fun it is at common, but a lot of the blue rares I've been finding a lot of fun with. Alright, so we have a Heliod's Punishment, a Dreadful Apathy, Pious Wayfarer, Omen of the Sun. Jeez. Like, I don't know if Heliod's Punishment is technically better or worse than Dreadful Apathy. But if this color is this wide open, it's technically cheaper, but it only lasts 4 turns. That's probably good enough. It's probably better than Dreadful Apathy. Not necessarily, though. Ooh. We could try and draft the mill deck. That's very tempting. But there's way better cards in this pack, like Altar of the Pantheon and Final Death. I'm probably going to take Final Death someday, but I don't think today. If you come all the way around, I'll do it, but I'm going to take the really good removal here. Okay, so now we have a number of picks. Why are these colors wide open? Let's see, Hero of the Winds, not particularly fond of. Soul Guide Lantern could be good. I mean, it's like playable. If anybody has any escape card that's nasty, you can just nuke it. Memory Drain, Mogus's Favor, Soul Reaper, Mogus, Nyxborn Seaguard, they're all okay. This, at worst, cantrips for 2 mana. I actually think I'm going to take this. I don't have any yet, so I need to start picking them up, but... Okay, we have Flicker of Fate, which has been a really fun combat trick. It's also a way to reset Heliod's Punishment for another 4 turns if we needed it to. It's really good with Atris, but there's also a Starlit Mantle and a Revoke Existence. This card's just nuts. It also answers the gods if we for some awful reason, encounter one. Flicker sometimes I've seen come around. I'm going to take Revoke. I think it's just generically more useful. Okay, we've got Slaughter Priest of Mogus, which is not the deck we were playing. Elite Instructor. 3 mana 2/2 that loots when it enters. That's good. Liana of the Lost Pride. 2 mana 3/1. It's just a Blade of the Sixth Pride or whatever. Sleep of the Dead or Starlit Mantle. Considering we don't have that many dudes, I kind of want to take the Elite Instructor, but Starlit Mantle also good. I'm going to take the Starlit Mantle. Okay, Altar of the Pantheon, really good fixing. Sunmane Pegasus is pretty sweet to stick any auras on at all. I'm going to take the Pegasus. Having life-linking guys can be very, very useful. I didn't like this card when I first saw it, and the more I've played against it, the more it makes me want to play it, so I think I'm going to take it. Okay, Unknown Shores we're going to take. Help us splash any colors we might need. Whirlwind Denial. I think I'm going to take that over Thaumaturgist Familiar. Alright, I said I'd take it if it came back around, and I'm going to try and be a man of my word today. We'll take Memory Drain. Now if only we could get like 3 more of these guys and just kept getting those white arrests. That'd be fantastic. Okay, I'll take another Unknown Shores. It's nice to have. If we get kind of heavy into 3 colors, I could see running these both, but we'll see. Dude, you're crunching kind of hard. Can you maybe take that outside of the room? No, you're just going to keep chewing on it right there? Alright. Okay, Wavebreak Hippocamp. Whenever you cast this first spell during your opponent's turn, draw a card. That's pretty sweet. And I think that is head and shoulders above the rest of the cards in this pack, though I do see a number I'd actually like. Yeah, we're going to take Wavebreak Hippocamp, and I guess we'll try and take some instance and flash threats, because like we're going to draft... It looks like we're going to draft Esper Greed again, because as many times as we can cast spells on our opponent's turn, we're going to draw cards, and that's going to be great. And that might be a reason to actually run these counter spells, because like countering a spell, scrying 2, or drawing a card, then countering a spell and scrying 2, that feels dirty. I've got a feeling I should have taken Dreadful Apathy over this card. I'm gonna have to try and keep that in mind as I'm playing games to see if that's actually what's gonna screw me or not. Okay, why would you pass this card? Why would you consider passing this card? This is probably the best removal spell in the format, if not, like, top 3. We're gonna take this. Kind of sad that we're passing a Heliod's Punishment, but it's an instant and it's really good. Okay. So, Aspect of the Lamprey, favorite pet card of the set, despite the fact the card's not super good. Blight Breath, Catoblepas, probably what we're going to take here, because it's a dude that kills something when it enters. And if we're just going to value our opponent out of the game, we do it by things like this, I guess. Nothing else in this pack I'm super attached to. It's only pack 2 and we're playing 3 rares. That's always a good feeling. And they're like 3 good rares, not just like in your colors with a mana symbol. Is this worth anything? Hang on. It was for a second. But why are we getting past... It's worth a ticket. So I probably shouldn't take it. Because it's triple green. I don't think we're taking Hero of the Pride or Stern Dismissal, so we're going to take Altar of the Pantheon. More mana fixing is good. Omen of the Sea. Omen of the Sea is really good. Especially with a Wavebreak Hippocamp, but we're kind of low on dudes. And there's a Daybreak Chimera in this pack. And this is good. This is a really good card. We might go heavier white just because we get this card. Kind of sad to pass the Omen, though. Let's see. We get Deny the Divine, Hero of the Pride. This is creature or enchantment spell. We're not really doing Hero of the Pride based things. We could take Underworld Charger. I like that a little better than Deny the Divine. Yeah. Kind of need to prioritize dudes just a little bit. So let's see, our options are Scavenging Harpy or Sunmane Pegasus. We could also take Soul Reaper or Temple Thief. I'm going to take the Pegasus. I like having lifelink. It's been pretty fun in this format. Speaking of lifelink, I'm going to take Aspect of the Lamprey. Just because I think that card is really good in this format. Like, it's Mind Rot plus one of your guys is lifelinking for the rest of the game. And that seems pretty good to me. How many enchantments do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't see us actually Sage of Mysteries this game. I'm kind of sad. We needed to like open one. Captivating Unicorn seems good. We'll take it. Having another enchantment fall effect is, I think, just good. Elite Instructor, kind of what we're looking for. Probably not playing Aspect of the Lamprey number 2. I guess we take the Familiar. We're definitely not in green, or I would say that. That card should probably not go that late. Naiad of Hidden Coves makes our potential counterspells cheaper. We're not playing either of those. We might be playing that, depending. So not a bad last pick. Alright. Treacherous Blessing. Well, technically in our colors, not really the kind of card I want to be playing. So I think we're taking another Catoblepas, Catoblepus, I don't know. Just because having dudes that kill stuff on entry is really good. Alright, what are we dealing with here? Hateful Eidolon, just good. We don't really have any removal auras. Karametra's Blessing is a good combat trick. Nyxborn Marauders, just a generic beater. We're going to take Hateful Eidolon. Like, maybe we get past some Myers Grasps. Like, we got past an Eat to Extinction, so... I don't remember. I think that was last pack. So, not a lot of people are in black, because that went 1 or 2 picks. I don't know. We have a lot of good removal. Like 1, 2, 3, 4 good pieces of black removal. Speaking of, we could take another Chimera, which is really good. We could take a Vexing Gull, which helps trigger our Wavebreak Hippocamp, can get its cost reduced. Or we can take a Final Death. I think I've been underrating the Chimera, but I think Vexing Gull is a better creature for us, simply because of Wavebreak Hippocamp. Also, Final Death, really strong. We already have 15 creatures, probably at least 12 of which are playable. I'm gonna take Final Death. Okay, I really like Eidolon of Philosophy. Both rares still in this pack. Neither rare actually that decent at the moment. I'm gonna take Eidolon of Philosophy. Okay. Nobody's taking their rares. Storm Herald? I mean, we can't play it. I don't think it's worth anything. No, it is not worth anything. So we'll take a Captivating Unicorn. Lampad of Death's Vigil is decent. So is Starlit Mantle. We have a decent amount of color fixing between an Altar and 2 Unknown Shores. I don't really think we need a Traveler's Amulet. Kind of like the Lampad, but we don't really have anything we'd be sacrificing. Maybe we take Starlit Mantle. Yeah, we're going to take Starlit Mantle. Okay. I think I'm taking the Traveler's Amulet here. Okay. Another rare. Probably the worst limited rare in the set. We'll take the Flyer. Pretty much no contest there. Pious Wayfarer is probably the most playable out of these for us. We do have a decent number of enchantments. Riptide Turtle, technically in our colors. I'll take another Unknown Shores. Another Sleep of the Dead. Hell, if we got a 4th Unknown Shores, we could have just played any color we wanted. Nobody was in red, apparently. Which is interesting, considering how open the colors I wanted to play were. Take a random red card, because, once again, nobody wanted to play red. And finally, an aspect of the Lamprey. Okay. So now we build a deck. Yes, Porter, what's up?
What's up, buddy?
So no flicker effects, no reanimation effects this time. So our deck's probably going to be just a little bit worse. But we're still going to do some sweet stuff. We also didn't get any of the unblockable guys, or the aura that grants lifelink. Oh, are you whining for this? Or is it this that you're waiting for? Ah, it was the bone. Oh, I see why. It looks like somebody disconnected. That's why this draft is taking so long. Hey, Bone Daddy, what's up? Alright. Time to make some cuts. We're not doing the milling thing, sadly. I could probably cut the Familiar and Temple Thief. Don't know if this is main deckable. Checking in before D&D. Well, alright then. Enjoy your D&D. Bring many shenanigans upon the DM. And once again, it's not my birthday. Glad to have you. Even for a little bit. Let's see. This is probably not main deckable. I have a lot of instant speed good stuff. I don't think I can play Memory Drain. I'm trying to avoid double colors of stuff that aren't 6-drops. This is basically a wall creature. I don't want to cut the Chimera, but I'm thinking about it just because it's devotion requirements heavy. Like double white might be hard. For me, this is a 5-mana 3/3 flyer. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Let's see. I need to cut like 5 more cards. We're not aggro enough for Pious Wayfarer. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 spells that are affected by Naiad of the Hidden Coves. I don't know if that's enough or not. I'm going to cut that. And then I need to cut 1 more card, and it probably should be a non-creature spell. Could just run 41 cards because I'm bad at this game, and I can't decide. We could cut Hateful Eidolon. We don't have any removal auras. Heliod's punishment's going to fall off before a creature would die. We're not really stacking auras on our own dudes. Maybe we cut that. Okay. Let's see what this mana base looks like. We have the most swamps, an equal number of island and plains. I think I'm going to cut an island for an Unknown Shores and a swamp for an Unknown Shores. Okay. Well, let's find out if this is a deck. Alright, round one. Heck yeah, I won't play first. It's not a fast hand, but it's got all our colors of mana. Should be fine. We'll start plains. Pass the turn. When it plays a mountain, passes. We draw a whirlwind denial. Play an island, pass the turn. Opponent plays an island, and an incendiary oracle. We'll play a swamp. We'll play a harpy. We want a blocker. The red-blue deck has a lot of scary things they could cast on turn 3, but I don't think we're going to win by just holding up a single counterspell when our opponent put out a bear. I am willing to trade here. Okay, no aspect of the Manticore from our opponent. Play a plains, pass the turn. We'll just hold up Whirlwind Denial. I got a feeling our opponent might have a counterspell. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that. I'm gonna let that resolve. Okay, another Sunmane Pegasus. So play a Sunmane Pegasus, pass the turn. Opponent plays a land and an Incendiary Oracle. We draw an Unknown Shores. Play a swamp. Go to combat. Oh shoot! Didn't activate prior to attacking. That's bad. Oh, the punts are starting early. Well, you know, joke's on them, we're still going to activate. We want the lifelink. Play another Sunmane Pegasus. Pass the turn. Hopefully, we don't get wrecked by that. That would be bad. Erois's Blessing. Gonna pump up Incendiary Oracle and shoot down a Pegasus. Yeah, that's fine. When it gets in for 3, takes us to 19. We draw a Revoke Existence. Play an Unknown Shores. Activate the Pegasus. Go to combat. Get in for 2. I'm gonna hold up this, or hold back this Revoke Existence. Our opponent is almost certainly going to play a scarier enchantment. Thirst for Meaning. I'm gonna draw some cards. Okay, opponent discards 2 lands. They get in for 3, we will not block. Opponent plays a Hero of the Games. We draw plains, play a plains. It's kind of fun that we've only gotten this card drawing. We've gotten this far drawing only 4 non-lands. Well, we're just going to rip Atris off the top and have really good times, I guess. Opponent's going to play a Triumph of Anax. That seems like a pretty decent revoke target. Pumps up Hero of the Games. Sure. Opponent going to get in for 7. And a Dreamstalker Manticore. That is a slightly better revoke target. Also, still no non-lands in sight. We'll go attacking in the air. We're going to revoke this Manticore. Our opponent's almost out of cards, and all we did was propagate 2 lifelinkers. We have 3, 4, like 5 premium kill spells in this situation right now. 2 final deaths and Eat to Extinction and Katoblipas. So we got a like 1 in 5 chance of drawing really good removal. You're fine. There's nothing up here for you. Okay. We take 9. We draw a Final Death. Final Death is pretty good. So, Sun Main Pegasus is going to activate. Get in for 2 in the air. Opponent flashes in a Vexing Gull. They're going to pump up the Gull. Okay. Block here. Activate. This represents up to 6 damage. We're going to exile this one just because it has 3 toughness. We're going to play to our outs of drawing a Katoblipas. Opponent's got something. And a Final Flare. And an Infuriate. Well, that kills us. Alright, well hopefully game 2 we have a little more luck. Do we have anything we'd like to bring in against a more aggro-oriented deck? And I think the answer is no. Riptide Turtle actually blocks a lot. Maybe that's slightly better. No, I think we just needed to draw more cards that weren't lands. Okay. We'll play first. This hand seems acceptable. We will keep. A little more action than the last game, anyway. Start Island and Eidolon of Philosophy. Pass the turn. We draw a Daybreak Chimera. A little ways away from that. Get in for 1. Would like to draw a land. Oh, goodness. The dog is just fine, nobody worry. We do not draw a land, so life is sad. Get in for 1. Okay, opponent plays an island. We draw Atris. Still no land. Get in for 1. Opponent flashes in a Gull. Sad face. Opponent makes a Chariot. Cruise up the Chariot. Gets in for 3. Go to 17. You know, I asked for less lands, but this is not what I meant. Discard this Chimera that we'll never cast. Opponent plays an Oracle and a Careless Celebrant. It's in for 5. Yeah, I don't think there's any coming back from this. That's really unfortunate. This is how magic works sometimes. Yeah. Alright, they got us. Well, hopefully, round 2 is a little more interesting to watch, because that was some abominable luck. Alright, we'll play first. This is way better than a lot of the hands we were keeping. It's still not great, but if we draw only lands, we'll eventually get to this Catoblepa. Start swamp. Pass the turn. A single plains makes this hand so good. It's not a plains. Play swamp. Opponent plays plains. You know what? I'll take it. Play Unknown Shores. Play Birth of Meletis. Go tutor up a plains. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a forest and a Hyrax Tower Scout. We make a wall. Play a plains, and play a Sunmane Pegasus. Pass the turn. Opponent plays a plains. And they attack for 3. We will block with the defender. And they have a Nylea Keen-Eyed. Okay, we gain some life. Play plains. How much does this cost now? 4? We could Heliod's Punishment and play this for 3. Oh, actually, we can't do that. Never mind. Play the Daybreak Chimera. It's a good thing we have a lot of exile removal. We're not particularly scared of the gods. So she makes your creatures cost less, and you can draw creature cards. Alright, that's not so bad. Still gonna block with the wall. Okay, that's fine. Play a plains. Activate Sunmane Pegasus. Attack for 5. We'll go ahead and drop Heliod's Punishment on this. Okay, opponent reveals plains, and okay, they put it in the grave. We should be in a pretty good position to win this game. Next turn we'll be able to activate Pegasus and Final Death anything that's too scary. Alright, our opponent has a Banishing Light. Gonna get rid of our slightly bigger creature. Sure. Okay, we untap. We draw a swamp. Play a swamp. Activate Pegasus. Get in 4/2. And go up to 26. Pass the turn. Okay, the archer making progress on their task. They draw a Hero of Winds. Play a land. When it plays Hero of Winds, we draw an Altar of the Pantheon. Play an island. Activate Sunmane Pegasus. Attack for 2. Opponent blocks. If they have a combat trick, we have Final Death. If they don't, we can kill it with the Catoblepas. I think I'm just going to call this Blight Breath, because I'm sick of saying that word. Or, I mean, making noise related to those letters. I don't know if it's really speaking. Kill Hero of Winds. I take a task counter off the Tower Scout. Hero of Winds down. Opponent activates Nylea and gets a Glory Bearers. They untap. They play another Hero of Winds and Glory Bearers. Opponent only has 3 cards in hand. I think we activate Pegasus, attack for 2, go up to 30, and pass the turn. Opponent did not activate this at the end step. That's a whole nother turn that it's going to be punished. I think this card is good for that reason. People forget to take the task counters off. I know I've done it. Probably because I'm bad at this game. Alright, opponent reveals a forest. Alright, no action from our opponent. We draw a Traveler's Amulet, so we'll play it. Crack it. Get an island. Play an island. Activate the Pegasus. Get in for 2. Opponent jumps, or just blocks, I mean. We go up to 32 and pass. They take a counter off the Tower Scout. Activate Nylea. Getting a Revoke Existence. They probably put that in the grave? Yeah. Okay. We don't have any scary enchantments out. They play a land. Activate Nylea. Mill a forest. Play a Revered Hoplite. A Reverent Hoplite. They gain 1/1 soldiers equal to their devotion to white. I'm kind of in favor of final deathing this Tower Scout, because that gets rid of 1 devotion to white, as well as their biggest threat next turn. Alternatively, we could get rid of their only flyer that could pump the team, which gets rid of the same amount of devotion. And then we start doing damage again. Yeah, I'm actually going to do that. Opponent gets some soldiers. We untap. We draw a Captivating Unicorn. Okay. Activate the Pegasus. Get in for 2. We're going to play Altar of the Pantheon. Okay, opponent takes the final task counter off of Hyrax Tower Scout. And then we're going to play Captivating Unicorn. Pass the turn. Okay, opponent's got to decide on whether or not they want to mill Gift of Strength. They don't mill it. They're going to draw it. Good to know. Kind of want our opponent to play a land and then cast a spell this turn. So they go down to 2 cards in hand and we can just Lamprey them out. Okay. Opponent attacks for 4, we'll take it, go to 30. This deck likes to draw lands, an awful lot. We'll just pass. Opponent's going to activate Nylea, revealing a Phalanx Tactics. That's pretty annoying. They're going to keep it on top. So this gives target creature +2/+1, and all other creatures +1/+1. Fun. Opponent gets in for 4. Sure, no blocks. Activates Nylea, getting a Nyxborn Courser. Plays a Nyxborn Courser. Alright, that's pretty good. Activate Sunmane Pegasus. Go to combat. Attack for 2. Okay, they're going to Gift of Strength Glory Bearers. We will Fizzle Gift of Strength. I actually think we're going to keep Captivating Unicorn. Hit our opponent to 7. Go up to 28. Another Banishing Light. Joyful. Taking my Pegasus. Opponent's got some good cards. Another Reverent Hoplite. Opponent's going to go really wide. No attacks. Play a Captivating Unicorn. Pass the turn. We Could give it lifelink. Let's see. That's 10, 20, 22, 25. Too much. We probably actually have to play this turn. I don't like it. Make our opponent discard. Make combat math a little bit harder. We're not actually going to be swinging in anytime soon, so... Opponent goes down to 1 card in hand. We'd really like our Revoke Existence to maybe deal with one of these Banishing Lights and get back a flyer. They're thinking long and hard about what they want to discard. They discard Triumphant Surge and Phalanx Tactics. Alright, 1 unknown in hand. Could be another Phalanx Tactics. It's a Nessian Wanderer for our opponent. They tapped wrong because they have a cost reducer that everyone forgets is a cost reducer. Oh my god. Creatures you control get +X, where X is your devotion. And we're dead. I don't think it matters how we block. Wow. Yeah, those are good cards. When played in that order. What do we go do? Negative infinity? That's a lot. Okay. So. I guess we just run it back. Our opponent, if left unchecked, will take over the game. A million 1/1s that they give plus equal to their devotion to green. So if we kill them before turn 100, we should be okay. Alright, we'll play first. It's not fast, but it's okay. Start planes, pass the turn. Play a swamp, pass the turn. There's our Revoke Existence we needed. Hopefully, we can use it to prevent our opponent from getting too many draws. That would be good. Play an Underworld Charger. Pass the turn. Opponent attacks. We can't block. They play a land and a Tower Scout. Sure. I think I'm willing to trade off a 3/3 that can't block for a 3/3 that can. Okay. Opponent takes the damage. Oh, I'm so sorry for the odds. My caffeine from this morning must be wearing off. They're going to get in for 4. So we take it, go to 15. They play a land. And that's it. We draw planes. Play a planes. Go to combat. Attack. Nothing from our opponent. We pass. But it plays a forest. Goes to combat. Gets in for 4. We take it. And they play a Rumbling Sentry. Sure, they get to scry. They put it on the bottom. And now the Sentry dies. Okay, land please. It's a land. Play Ye Old Katoblipas. And Blight Breath down their Scout. Get in for 3. Pass the turn. When it goes to 11. They play a Nylea's Forerunner. Revealing a forest. Playing the forest. We draw an island. Play an island. Revoke Existence the Forerunner. Go to combat. Attack for 6. Opponent goes to 5. And we play a Captivating Unicorn. Pass the turn. Opponent's got a Banishing Light. They hit the unicorn. And they get a forest. Play the forest. Well, that's all they got for now. Play an amulet. Crack the amulet. Get an island. Play an island. Play Blight Breath. Kill their last guy. And that's the game. Alright, moving on to game 3. Just need another one like that one. This could be good, could be bad. We need to draw lands. We're on the draw. I think I'm going to keep. Opponent starts Forest. We draw a Pegasus. Oh, that's not a land. Play an Eidolon. Pass the turn. Opponent going to play a Destiny Spinner. We draw Final Death. I don't think we're going to play a punishment just to attack for one, so we're going to pass. Would like to draw Land, Traveler's Amulet, or Birth of Meletus. All of them would be good. That is none of those things. Yeah, I think I'm going to attack. If they have the pump spell that untaps, that's fine. Opponent also missed a land drop. We get in for 2. We go down to 16. They have a Tower Scout. That's not good for us. Okay, we really need a land. That's a land. Play a land. Play Wave Break Hippocamp. Pass the turn. Hopefully this means we can start recovering. Opponent plays a land. They get in for 5. We'll take it. And they play a Hero of Winds. We draw a Starlit Mantle. Okay. I think we have to pass and cast that on our opponent's turn. I was going to Heliod's Punishment, but like... this, at the very least, allows us to get rid of their Destiny Spinner. They play a Hero of the Pride. This could go very wrong for us. They go attacking. Starlit Mantle. We draw a card. It's a Plains. That's good. Block like this. Yeah, I think we're going to prevent 3 damage as well. Really hoping they don't have a combat trick. Oh, they do? Oh. Oh, man. That's really bad. Okay. So we can play a Pegasus. We can block 3 damage next turn. Then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, go to 2. If they have anything that targets, we lose instantly. Actually, we block one of these two. We go to 1, but that might give us a chance to recover. That's not great. Play Pegasus, pass the turn. There's a lot of ways this goes wrong. They could have animated a land and forced us to block in an unfavorable way, but I don't even think they need to if they've got something. Yeah, that's something. So what can we do here? We can activate Pegasus, go up to 3. We can Heliod's Punishment the Tower Scout. That leaves us with a blocker for this. Be at 3. We take 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's our best play. Yeah, that doesn't work. It's not like it's a line our opponent wouldn't see, because they literally just have to right-click attack all and we lose. And we would be tapped out, so... unfortunate. We'll play the last round just for... we'll try and redeem this deck, because this deck started out way sweeter than it behaved. We're going to use this as a learning experience. And that experience is mulligan a little more aggressively than we have. Because you can't trust your deck to draw properly, even though you have the right number of lands when you're 3 colors. Okay, we got all 3 colors, we got playable cards. We're keeping, and that's final. He says, after just making a point about mulliganing aggressively. Well, we got dealt a good hand this time. So, start island, pass the turn. We draw a swamp, play a swamp, pass the turn. Okay, opponent plays a swamp. We draw an Altar of the Pantheon. Does that change what we play? Actually, yes. That does change what we play. Play an Altar of the Pantheon. Because this way we can play a Captivating Unicorn into 2 enchantments to tap their guys. Opponent in the tank. They play an island. And a Scavenging Harpy. Play a swamp. Play a unicorn. Opponent plays a swamp. Gets in for 2. Yeah, that's fine. They turn our horse into a fish. And we're holding a horsefish. Okay. I kind of like the hippocamp play here. We're going to go with that. Unfortunately, Hexproof does not make auras fall off, or we might be in a slightly better position than we are. Erebos' Intervention. Well, this is exactly what we planned for. We get to nullify that and draw a card. Feels pretty good. Opponent does not get to gain life. I'm actually a pretty big fan of Erebos' Intervention. I like that they printed that card because I played Deathwind back in Standard a little bit. And Deathwind, while it didn't feel great, was like okay. And them stapling life gain and another relevant mode on it just makes me happy. Like, I'm glad to see when they print cooler versions of cards that I enjoy that weren't quite good enough. I don't know if anybody else feels that way. I can see how some people might feel invalidated a little bit if they're like, oh, this card that I really enjoyed, they printed a better version of it, now no one will ever play that card. Like, I could see that, but for me, it's alright, now I get to do something similar that might be good enough. We're going to play Blight Breath. We're going to kill their Harpy. Get in for 3. Take them to 17. Pass the turn, see what they do. They play an island. They play a Soul Reaper of Mogus. We draw another Blight Breath. So they're holding up their own Starlit Mantle at the moment. I think if they nullify the back half of this, that's fine. But we're going to do this to see if they've got it. Okay, they did have it. That is totally okay. Because now we're not out any of our very important creatures. So we pass the turn. If we draw a cheap enchantment, we can Captivating Unicorn and then get in for a lot of damage. Opponent does not attack. We draw a Sunmane Pegasus. I think I'm actually good with playing the Chimera here. Thassa's Intervention? Oh. Well, yep, okay. Alright, we'll pass. I really like this card. It's like a fair dig through time, plus like Mana Leak or Mind Static. Okay, Opponent plays an Alaros Enraptured. Yeah, it's a 3/2 token. And they play a Thassa's Oracle. Alright, we draw an island. Play an island. Play a unicorn. Pass the turn. Just trying to gum up the ground a little bit. Plus maybe we draw a different removal spell. Our opponent has had quite a bit. They play an Eidolon of Philosophy. They get a land, they can refill their hand. We draw a Revoke Existence. We can use that to handle the Soul Reaper, and then we can kind of start swinging in with Reckless Abandon. I sort of like that. I think that's what I'm going to do. If they were counting on sacrificing a creature, now they have to do it pre-combat. Oh, it can sack itself? Oh, I was thinking of... There's a different sack outlet that you have to sack a different creature in this format. Okay. Either way. Attack, attack, attack. When it's going to trade for the unicorn, that's just fine. Play Pegasus. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Elspeth's Nightmare. Kills our Pegasus. Alright, other two modes probably are not going to be relevant. We draw an Underworld Charger. Go attacking. Okay. That's fine. Play Underworld Charger. Pass the turn. No cards in hand for Elspeth's Nightmare to take. When it plays an island, Eidolon of Philosophy, now online. We draw Heliod's Punishment. I actually think this is worth making them do it now. Because if they sack it, they can only block one creature, and then they go to 2, and we lose nothing. Am I in the wrong category on Twitch? Am I still in Hearthstone? No, I'm not. Good. Paranoia, I did that the other day. Alright, hit him with everything. We kill Thassa's Oracle. Opponent goes to 2. We lose our graveyard. Alright, we got there. Good, good. I think we're good to run it back. Alright. This hand seems really slow. I'm gonna mulligan. We're gonna try and learn from our mistakes. We'll keep this hand. We're going to drop Underworld Charger, I think. Okay. Opponent starts Swamp. We draw Revoke Existence. Play Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. We draw Atris. Hey, first time we've seen you all. At all, actually, I think. No, you were in our hand where we only had 2 lands. So, hopefully you get to see some action before the league's up, buddy. I really like this guy. Opponent plays an island. Passes. Okay, we draw Birth of Meletis. Well, that guarantees we get a land next turn, but we're going to play Elite Instructor. Hopefully we can draw a Swamp. Okay, opponent flashes in a Vexing Gull. We draw a Captivating Unicorn. We're going to discard the Harpy. Pass the turn. Kind of hoping our opponent plays an enchantment that's Revoke Existenceable. They get in for 2. We take it, we go to 18. And they play an Elspeth's Nightmare. That's technically that thing I asked for. Play Birth of Meletis. Get a Plains. Play a Plains. Revoke this. Otherwise they just either take it or the Heliod's punishment. Opponent gets in for 2. Takes us to 16. Opponent plays a Temple Thief. We get a wall. Play a Pegasus. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an Omen of the Sea. Okay. Opponent plays an island. Plays a Witness of Tomorrows. Sure. We draw a Captivating Unicorn, gain some life. Punish the Witness. Activate Pegasus. Get in for 2 in the air. Opponent plays a Brine Giant. Well, that's big. Takes a counter off the Witness's punishment, and that's all they wrote. We draw an island. Play an island. Go to combat. Get in for 2. Opponent takes 2. Play a Unicorn. Pass the turn. Would really like to draw a Swamp, actually. Opponent gets in for 5 with the Brine Giant. No blocks from us. We go to 15. Take another counter off the Witness's punishment. And they play a Soul Reaper of Mogus. We draw an Altar of the Pantheon, which is sort of like that thing I asked for, but not quite. So we're going to play an Altar of the Pantheon. Activate Pegasus. Get in for 2 lifelink in the air. Opponent's going to block. And they have a Starlit Mantle. Alright, we lose our Pegasus. I get in for 8. Take a counter off the Witness. We take 8, we go to 9. We draw Final Death. So if we play Aspect of the Lamprey and swing, they just block and sack, we don't gain any life, and we die on the backswing. Which means if we play Atris as a blocker, we can chump here, block, take... I think we have to play Captivating Unicorn, actually. This isn't going to be fun. They go Scrying. They play a land. They attack for 8. So we block here. We take 3. Would kind of like to draw a Starlit Mantle, actually. Okay, to take the last counter off of Heliod's punishment, we draw an island. Not what I was hoping for. So I think the only way out of this is we play Aspect of the Lamprey, tap both their guys, get in for 4, we go to 10. We have one blocker back to block here. Then we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That doesn't work. So we need to play Atris, actually. If our opponent has their counter spell or a good removal spell, we're just done. Okay, well, that's what we were hoping to get. Kind of sucks that we lost out on the other one, though. So we have to Starlit Mantle, and we have to tap a flyer. I actually don't think we survive. We'll tap a Witness. Yeah, we're just dead if they attack with everything. We needed that other unicorn for that play to work. Okay, they got us. Alright, game 3. I'm going to bring in another Starlit Mantle because they have a lot of removal. I think I'm going to play it over Whirlwind Denial. Yeah, we'll run it like this. Alright, we'll play first. This hand's, I think, too risky to keep on the play, so we're going to mulligan. This is even more risky. Like the same hand as our first hand, but worse? Alright, we'll put back Blight Breath and Final Death. Hey, that rhymed, unintentionally. Let's see if we can do anything with this hand. Okay, opponent starts Swamp. We play Birth of Meletis. Get ourselves a Plains. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. We draw an Eat to Extinction, and we make a wall. Play a Plains. Would really like to draw an island, but really any untapped land would be good. Opponent plays a very pretty swamp, and plays a Soul Reaper of Mogus. We draw a Wavebreak Hippocamp, gain some life. Going to revoke this. Having a sack outlet for our opponent to nullify lifelink like last game probably made me rate that play higher than it should have been rated. But okay, they kill our wall. This sucks because they're going to get our Eat to Extinction, it looks like. We draw a Swamp. Well, we can Eat to Extinction now, and then they take Aspect of the Lamprey. I guess that's a little better. It's not great. This at least lets us fix our top deck. Yeah, we don't want to draw that. Our opponent gets to take away our Aspect of the Lamprey. We draw a creature we can't play. Pass the turn. Opponent gonna flash in a Gull. Yep. We lose our graveyard, which is no huge loss. They play a land. Get in for 2, take us to 20. Okay. Island, please. They play a Witness of Tomorrow. Well, at least it's a playable card. We'll play it. Pass the turn. Opponent plays an island. Attacks for 3. Sure. We'll take it. They play a Brine Giant. Draw Heliod's Punishment. Oh. Activate the Pegasus. Get in for 2. Go ahead and nullify their biggest guy for a few turns. I'm very surprised that with 2 Unknown Shores in the deck, we still haven't found blue mana. 2 Unknown Shores, 4 Islands, a Traveler's Amulet, and an Altar of the Pantheon. I know I've made a few punts this game. Or not this game, but this league. But, like, we've also hit some extraordinarily bad luck. Okay, opponent gets in for 8. That's fine. Alright, they probably have a combat trick, but we're gonna just run right into it. Yep, that's what we expected. Okay, we go to 11. There's the island. Forever and a half too late. Well, if anybody can get us out of this mess, it's Atris. Alright, ye old double land on the bottom. I think that means we're dead. Because they get in for 6 in the air alone and lethal, because we have to block this turn. We could have taken Final Death, but we would still die. Because we can't play a creature and Final Death. That's depressing. Yeah, short of a meteor striking my opponent's house, I don't think I'm winning this this game. Alright, you're not going to take Atris. You've already won. Wow. Well, we 0-3'd. Oh, that's pretty bad.